What's going on, everybody? I am in Florida, but still cranking out videos. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about covering teams that just don't get the love nationally. So this is not the usual setup, like I just said, but we love covering the Texans just because they get overshadowed by the Cowboys, at least in the media. So they're the team that's really doing really good things, and so they get the guy that everybody else is looking for. And so let's break that down, because in this offseason, it has been very up and down for the Texans. I mean, you have done some really good things. The trade is like, I don't know. The trade's kind of weird, but it doesn't matter because we'll get to why it doesn't matter in just a second, why this team is completely on the upswing. So remember, Danielle Hunter, that was the big one. A nearly 2-year fully guaranteed contract of almost $50 million. Worth it, though. That's going to be awesome. Autry, another defensive end. So they've got 2 defensive ends. Love that. You bring back some of your own guys. Mario Edwards, Noah Brown, love that. Jeff Okudah, we talked about how Jeff Okudah just hasn't had a stable franchise to work in. He was with the Lions, but that was in the Patricia era, and it didn't work. And then he was traded, and then he was injured. So that is a great deal, and I can't wait to see what happens there. And then the other one, Dalton Schultz, we talked about that. Desmond King. All really good things. Then you make the trades a little confusing, but here's why all of that does not matter and why the Texans are in great shape, better than almost any franchise in the league, and why they get the guy that everybody else is looking for. So as that loads, I'll talk about it. So it actually, here it comes. It's loading up right now. What we're looking at is the last 2 years, not counting 2023 when CJ Stroud was drafted, but I'll pull up the graphic here in just a second. We're looking at 2021 and 2022 top quarterbacks drafted, and it's hard to find a quarterback. So you go back to 2021. Trevor Lawrence was drafted. He's starting for Jacksonville. Zach Wilson will be traded or cut. Trey Lance, no, get out of here. Justin Fields was just basically cut. Mac Jones traded. That was the 2021 draft. So those are the top 5 quarterbacks off the draft who everyone's excited about. You're going to build your franchise around, and instead, disaster. Now they're looking for, what do they do next, right? You just take 3 years off of your franchise because you try it. Not going to work. We have to cut bait. Doesn't work. 2022, Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder. Kenny Pickett traded. Desmond Ridder traded. Malik Willis, backup. Don't even know where he's at. Matt Corral, out of the NFL. Zappy, previously cut. Now he's a backup. Sam Howell, traded, backup. Don't know what's going to happen. So when you are able to get CJ Stroud and be a home run, it's so hard to do. I think we all automatically think if we take a player in the top 5, top 10 of the draft, they generally work. But quarterback especially, they don't. And we did a video about this a while ago about how if you look at all the quarterbacks taken in the first round over the last 25 years, I think it was 50% of them are out of the league within 4 years. Not even like, we're not even talking like starter, backup. And so then so of that half that stay in the league, another half are backups. Then guys are starters, but they're like Christian Ponder. They're just to find the Jared Goffs, the Matthew Staffords, the CJ Strouds, guys that you draft high and they stay there and they're really good, is really rare. So if you're a Houston Texans fan, this offseason's had its ups, it's had its downs, but in general, oh my gosh, it doesn't matter because you've got the coach, you've got the quarterback, and you'll build and piece it together because it's so hard to find a franchise quarterback. Look at the Bears. They cannot. Jay Cutler, Rex Grossman, the list goes on and on and on and on, and they're going to go for it again, and they're going to get excited, but it's going to take a year or 2 or 3 to figure out what they have in their next quarterback that they take at number 1 overall. So the point in this is everyone's trying to find CJ Stroud, and you have a quarterback that's only going to get better, only going to get more control of the offense, more mature, figure out the NFL game. And he's just beginning. Takes his team to the playoffs, wins the division, and wins a playoff game in his first year. I know the NFL's unpredictable and things that you think are going to happen don't, but you got to believe CJ Stroud's going to be just fine for the Texans for a long time to come. Again, hey, hope this was okay. We're in Florida, having fun getting out of Michigan. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.